it goes in stages first. So you can have it on your driver's license, you can have it on your card, but eventually it's going to end up in your hand.
Yes.
Right? It's going to end up in your hand. So you can have a homing device built into you.
Right.
They can track you wherever they want to track you, wherever you want.
If you have a cell phone or if you have a GPS system in your car, they can do that anyway.
They
but
can.
It's just making it a lot easier.
Well, I mean, you chip now, you're going to be chipped like a dog.
Right.
You know, if I don't want to be chipped, I'm not going to be chipped. Right. But the fact is that you know, you're not going to be able to start your computer, or you're not going to be able to have a bank account. And if you're chipped, then all money now becomes digitized. They can take the chips out of you whenever they want to. I mean, they can take your money from you whenever they want to. You have no say.
And this
you
isn't
owe us this much money. You owe us this much money, and they just take it out of your digits.
Right.
You know, so instead, so you have no privacy left.
Right.
You know, I mean, if I don't want to have a cell phone, I can throw it away. If I don't want GPS in my car, I can get rid of it.
Right.
Once they want to implant you in it, and there's no more money, there's no more cash, and you're in a cashless society, you have to have that chip. And if you want to buy food, right? So, and if you protest like I do, if you fight what they're doing, they can just turn off my chip. I can't even buy food. Mm-hmm. I can't pay my bills. Mm-hmm. Right? It's total control. It's slavery.
It's slavery.
It's slavery. And these central bankers are doing that. And I'm not prepared to allow them to do it. That's why I made this movie. I want people to wake up and know what's really happening in this country and the world. That's what happened in Europe recently. They voted down the European Constitution, right? But they're not stopping. Mm-hmm. They're going forward anyway, because first they want to put the world into blocks: the Europeans, the Asians, the Americas, into and then they want to bring it all together. I mean, it's a one world government where even voting has no more. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, think about your government. You want to live in a government where you have a say. That's why they say local government is the best government, because you have a voice. Right. And now in America today, in the federal government, you know you have no voice. You have nothing to say. Imagine a world government. What are you going to be able to say? Nothing. Nobody's going to listen to you. You're just a tool for these people. You're a tool. You're a hamster. And they're going to suck you dry and spit you out. They don't care about you. I know I'm not going to take an ID card. You know, and nobody should take an ID card, even if it's in your driver's license. Mm-hmm. You know, because what they're going to do is say, well, everybody knows they need a driver's license, right? So we're going to put in the driver's license, which they can't turn down. Right. So if you just had a separate ID card, you would say, well, I don't want that card. I'm not going to take it. Mm-hmm. But if it's in my driver's license, I better get it because I have to drive. Right. So they're very smart people. They put you into situations where you have to take things from them. But even if it's in the driver's license, you shouldn't take it. Mm-hmm. You know, don't take the ID card.
RFID, or radio frequency identification chips, are tiny transmitters that can be attached to almost any product and scanned at a distance. Essentially, they're 21st century barcodes. When triggered, they transmit a unique code which can be received up to 10 meters away. They are being used by stores like Walmart as a way to track products around the world. RFID allows the company to know when a product is in the warehouse and when it is bought by a customer and taken home. In theory, you can even track the object after you've bought it. An American company called Verichip has taken this same RFID technology and is implanting the chip in humans. Technology that was brought in to track your Gillette razor can now be used to track and identify humans. And that's about to include me.
So just tell me about this microchip you're going to inject into my arm.
Yes, it's a first and only FDA-approved microchip to implant in humans. Yes. It uses RFID, radio frequency identification technology. Yeah. But the real purpose of this is it's a link to your personal and medical information on a secure website. So in a case of an emergency, if you were confused, comatose, or otherwise unable to communicate and presented to an emergency room, they would be able to scan you and pick up a unique 16-digit number, which is the only thing that's on this microchip, yes, and be able through that to access your medical record.
What's the red bit?
The red is actually the antenna.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And if you look right back here, there's a very small microchip, and that's actually has the 16-digit number. If you ever decided to have it removed, it can be removed. It's a simple procedure to remove it.
It's like my barcode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're ready,
I'm ready.
Just relax.
But does this hurt?
It should not hurt at all. Okay, just relax.
Mm-hmm.
We are all done. I'm just going to now just double check and make sure it's working before I let you out of here. And you heard the beep.
Yes,
And
I recognise the
that's
last
the
few
same
digits.
number?
Yes, well, I
That we
don't recognise the whole number, but the last 4 digits are right. Yes.
Right, and that's the same number that we have in here, which is the same number
Yes.
that we put in.
So that's me.
That's you now. Actually corresponds to this number. This number.
VeriChip has huge ambitions for their product, which was originally designed to tag pets. The CEO of VeriChip recently promoted the idea that all migrant workers be chipped, and it has also been suggested that the entire US military receive implants. VeriChips have already been implanted in several patients with degenerative brain conditions such as Alzheimer's, so they can be identified in a medical emergency. But the VeriChip is old technology. The new generation of RFID chips will do much more than just transmit a code. Many states in America are considering putting them in driving licenses. They will be able to transmit all your personal details when they come within range of an RFID reader. The scheme is aimed at making the license harder to forge and more convenient for the police.
Such technology will not be forced upon the people. The people will line up voluntarily to receive them, just as we did with vaccines, GPS, Facebook.
Show this world that this is still a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. Nothing as long as you live will ever be more important. It's up to you.